Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What we have here is the isometric drawing portion of the multi-view drawing project that we've been working on. So, normally, I would tell you guys to start off with creating a bounding box, but we're not going to do that because there are about 5 circles, radiuses, arcs, diameters that consist in this drawing. So, to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're in our object layer property, and we're going to create a iso circle. Now, we're going to use that using the ellipse function or axis end function right here. So I want to make sure we have this on, iso draft, and let's begin. So I go to axis end, iso circle. I'm going to create this big circle right here. Our radius is 1, so our diameter is going to be 2. Then I am going to create a construction line. I'm going to click line. I'm going to hover over this circle right here. And this center point, I'm going to draw a line that's 1.75 inches away. I'm going to go back to my object layer property, create another 2 circles. I got to create this circle and this circle. So that's going to be iso circle. Now, that diameter for the bigger circle is going to be 1. Diameter for the smaller circle is going to be 0.5. Now I'm going to delete this construction line right here. Now we're going to create 2 tangent lines. I want you guys to pay attention to this part. We go line, tangent. Now we got to hover around this till we find a tangent, okay? So I don't want this tangent. We initially want our tangents like right here and right here, but we're not going to get that quite just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this line right here, tangent again, and this line right here. Then we're going to do it once more, tangent. You see how we get this better tangent right here? I'm going to do tangent again, and we're going to delete the original line we made, okay? I understand it's redundant. I personally don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm going to turn off my ortho mode real quick, see if that makes it easier. So line, tangent. See how it finds this tangent right here to this tangent right here. Then we're going to go line, tangent. This is the tangent we want. To this tangent, and then delete this line. Again, I understand it's silly. I get it. I understand. All right. Now I'm going to go back to my construction layer. I'm going to hit line. And I want to hover over this circle because I really want this one. I'm going to turn on ortho mode. I'm going to type in 0.75. And I'm going to draw a line to just about here. Right? And I'm going to trim it. We got to make that flat edge. I'm going to do another one right here. Just about right there. I'm going to trim it right there, okay? I'm also going to trim this portion, and I am going to draw a line with my object layer property across, okay? There we go. And I'm going to delete this line right here. We can also trim this bad boy right here. We don't really need it. I'm going to stay zoomed in, okay? So I'm going to change my plane. I'm going to select this entire drawing, and we are going to copy it. I can choose this quadrant right here. We're going to go up 0.5, okay? Let me do that again just in case. I don't think it copied it properly. Copy, up 0.5, okay? Maybe it did. All right, so Now we can start trimming unnecessary lines like this right here, right here, right here, this one, this one, this one. You could trim or delete these construction lines. This right here, this right here. I'm going to draw a line from this quadrant to this quadrant and then trim right here, okay? I'll even trim that line right there, okay? All right. So now we got to get this section going right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this circle and this line, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy it. I'll copy from the center because why not, right? Now, we have to raise it up, whatever is 1.2 or 0.5 taken away from 1.25, which is 0.75. So I'm going to type in 0.75. See that right there? I'm going to draw a line from right here downward. Sorry. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to draw a line right there to right there. All right. Boom. Then I'm going to trim, right? Trim that. I'll trim this right here, this right here. I'm going to draw a line from this quadrant, going straight down to that quadrant, and I'm going to trim again. Okay. So initially, you can see right here I made a mistake because it's not parallel to this line. If we take a look at it, it has this triangular feature right here. So this one's correct, okay? Now, what we have to do now is the center board and the hole in the middle. That's pretty much easy. So what we do is we got to create a circle that's a 1-inch diameter. So axis N, I'm gonna hover over here. I'm gonna create a click ISO circle, hover over that. I'm gonna type in my click diameter, type in my diameter of 1. Okay. Then I'm gonna go to axis N again, ISO circle, and I'm gonna hover over that, click this. My diameter is going to be 0.5. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to click this big circle, and I'm going to press F5. I'm going to copy it. I'll grab it from right here. We're going to go down. We're going to go down 0.375 because that's how far the board is. Okay. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Copy. You can do them together if you want. 0.375. All right. I'm going to delete this top circle. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go zoom in here and I'm going to trim what I don't need. I don't need this. I don't need this. Don't need this. And I can delete this line right here. Okay. So as you can see, we have this portion right here, okay? Now we also have to have the key. So to draw the key, what you can do is you can go up like this. I recommend drawing a line from this center point, right? Sorry, let me do that in my construction layer property. Now, I'm gonna go up from the centers, sorry. It's 0.5625 away, or a 16th added. So our radius is 0.25, so 0.25 plus 0.0625, that's 0.3125. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in, I'm gonna go 0.3125. See that where that ends? Now I'm gonna go copy this line, right? I'm gonna grab it from the middle. I'm gonna go over 0.0625, and then I'm going to copy it again. Sorry, copy this line, move that over by 0.0625, because that is the distance, or I'm sorry, the width of the key. So now we have the height and width. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my object layer property, and I'm just going to trace it. I'm going to zoom in, right? I'm going to grab it at this line right here, this line, and this line. You can, it's okay if you delete the construction lines, honestly. It's not too bad. I'm going to trim. There we go. Okay. So what we have here is we have our clip. We did a couple copies. We did a lot of copies actually. Connected lines up the quadrants, and we even got a keyway right here. And I'm glad I did this again because now I know that my drawing's better. All right. Take care, y'all.